Hey everybody, I'm going to be showing you a painting I made based on Eternal Champions, the video game. So here you can see how I'm playing. I chose this stage specifically because of this color scheme here. I really like the three kinds of purple they got going on top. You can see me adding the paint now. And then on the bottom is a really deep, rich blue. There's some bright blue in the middle. This is acrylic medium. This is what you're supposed to use instead of water. This stuff is my new best friend. So here I'm kind of winging the purple that's at the top. This is, this is close enough to how it looks. Gonna add some clouds. This is my lazy way of adding clouds. The really cool thing about making abstract paintings based on video game screens is that it looks like you have some talent, even if you don't. So here I'm kind of capturing how the city lights look in the background there. You can see it's a cityscape. Those are the general colors of the buildings. But in the very act of, see, this is the screen. In the very act of painting this stuff, it changes, especially if you're not a very good painter. It starts to look like something else, even if you're trying to capture it accurately. And those are good mistakes. Those are happy trees. Bob Ross. So if you squinted your eyes really tight at this point and looked at the painting how it is now, it would look almost like the video game screen. I like using a paper towel to wipe off some paint because it makes little smudges. See, those little black smudges add depth to the painting. Now I'm turning it on the side so I can go at it from another angle. There's a lot of cool colors going on in this piece right now, so I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. I'm just adding some streaks. I don't know what this is going to turn into yet. I'm adding some streaks that look cool. Now, since the paint I'm applying to is already wet, I have to carefully you can see I'm dabbing the yellow onto the painting. Necessity is the mother of invention. In dabbing, I'm making these cool little energy-looking streaks just because I can't swish my brush across the entire piece. Mistakes are your friends when you're doing this. You love making mistakes because they make cool new things. So don't be afraid of it. That's actually my roommate sleeping in the background there. Now where I put those purple clouds at the top, right now you can't really see it, but I'm adding some streaks of red through the purple to make it look kind of like sunsetty clouds. I'm basically adding bright colors at this point because everything I put down is dark and cool. You need to add some bright colors to cool stuff because that draws the eye. So this is what I've got right now. You can see how it's starting to become something totally different. At this point, it's just an abstract. It's just swishes that I think look cool, but now I'm going to add... I've been on a mermaid kick lately. because mermaids are hot. So I'm just outlining her in white. She's coming out of the water, throwing her hair back, looking all sexy. At this point, I don't think I could decide whether to leave the mermaid white or not, but I'm adding these cool little ripples in the water that I stole from an earlier level of Eternal Champions. This was actually in my previous video. I did these streaks of water. So here you can see there's some orange and there's some green in the background right behind that light blue. Some little dots of orange and green in the background where the buildings are. So I am making some green now. I'm adding green to the dots, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of orange. These are the trees in the background. Shut up, there is so orange trees, I've seen them. Ever heard of fall? Yeah, orange leaves. Boom, what's up now? Yeah, that's right. So all those dots through the middle of the piece kind of give your eyes something to focus on so the whole thing isn't just swishes. And I'm making this mermaid digital. This is a digital mermaid. And I'm stealing the same pattern that was on those foreground letters of the cityscape, those signs that were in the Eternal Champions game. She is going to look like that, and that is what's going to make her a hot digital mermaid from digital Tron land. Painting from video games taught me how cool everything looks when it's outlined in black. If you learn nothing else, learn that black outlines are dope. And those yellow streaks I added look kind of like water. So it adds to the effect that she's coming out of the water. I had no idea at the beginning what this piece was going to turn into. That's the fun of doing these paintings like this. You just keep copying the screen until it starts to look like something else because of the mistakes you made, then you roll with that. When you do this, even if you're a bad painter, even if you can't paint for anything, your colors will be good because you're copying them from something else. People say, "Oh, that's cheating." Yeah, it is. That's why it's awesome. Because cheating is awesome. Digital Mermaid.